man. We don't talk about Tekken over here. I'm just done with the game. I'm done, right? It's deleted from my computer. I've saved up on some hardware space. At this point, the only thing that I can see myself getting me back on Tekken is a balance change. So either when the new DLC character drops, right? Either when the new DLC character drops, or wait, there's another battle pass in 10 days. I think so. Yeah. There's a new battle pass in 10 days. So that is like the thing that might get me on the game. New battle pass. That's it. New battle pass or balance changes. Because fuck, man. I am so tired of King. I'm so tired of Dragunov. Like, I need a huge balance change. Especially to tracking. Holy, like, tracking moves need to stop tracking as much as they do. Okay, hold on. Let me fight Bofa first. Oh, never mind. Bofa fucked me first. Buff sidestepping? I don't think sidestepping needs to get buffed. Also, I re-downloaded My Hero Ultra Rumble. I don't think sidestepping needs to get buffed. I think tracking needs to get nerfed. Because sidestepping is already okay. It's pretty good when it wants to cooperate. Sidestepping is pretty good. But tracking is a problem. Certain moves need to have their tracking severely nerfed. Victor's down back 3. Victor's down back 3. Jin Kazama's 214. His 123. Shit, most of Dragunov's toolkit needs to get nerfed. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be reworked in terms of tracking. I don't think it's a buff sidesteps. It's a nerf tracking. Lows should not be tracking. I don't know why lows track. Because, unironically, lows tracking makes certain characters stronger than others. For example, Dragunov. Dragunov's down 2 tracks. Dragunov's, full crouch down forward 2 or down forward 1 tracks, right? And if the low hits you, then the mid is guaranteed. It's a low that forces a mid. And then once it hits you with the low mid, now you're, what? You're minus 8? Minus 6 or minus 8. And you're forced to eat sneak mix up. Right? All because lows decide to track. So, Victor's down back 3. Dragunov's full crouch down forward 1. His down 2. Jin's down 2. Kazuya's down 1+2. There's so many moves that just need to have tracking nerfed. Kuma in general, because you can barely sidestep that bitch for anything. Brian also has a lot of strings that track when they shouldn't. What else? Jin Kazama should not have a tracking string. Either that, right? What the nerfs that I want for Jin is nerf his tracking and add more risk to his strings. 214, safe on block, -9. 123, safe on block, -9. Yeah, you can sidestep the third hit, right? If you fast enough to see it coming, right? So it's like 214, sidestep. Also his evasion, that evasive punch that he has, the little mid counter hit, 15 frame evasive mid that he has. Why is it -7 on block? Make that shit punishable like everyone else's. Eddie inches even less, and it's -14 for him. So, Jin needs to make that evasive minus, right? Actually add some risk to it. Make at least his strings -10. At least. At the very minimum. 123, 214 need to be at least -10. Especially if, no, actually no, 123 can be safe on block, right? It can be -9. It's fine, we can leave 123 safe on block because you can sidestep the third hit. 214 needs to be at least by -10. Because if he doesn't delay the 214 and immediately goes like 123, it's safe on block and cannot be sidestepped. Can't even be Sabakido parried. Imagine that! So that's something that needs to get tweaked on. If you're gonna be throwing out those strings. And then there's also 1, 2, Chistu! That one that he has. which I recently found out is also like somewhat safe on block, it has a lot of pushback, which is so stupid. So stupid. I can't even punish with a 10 frame. That also needs to not be safe. Jin just has way too many safe strings, in my opinion. And then obviously we have down 2 being nerfed to be -15. Speaking of which, if we're gonna nerf down 2, Kazuya's down 1+2 also needs to get nerfed. My honest opinion. Because it's the same startup, also a counter hit launcher, also considered crouching when a move is done. So it's a high crushing counter hit launch with crazy tracking, and it's only -14. Give it the same treatment as down 2. It's as malicious. It's as malicious. We just don't notice it because we notice more broken tools on Jin, and down 2 is one of those things that we also pay more attention to say, overall, these are the factors that are making the character broken. Kazuya is in a perfect spot as he is right now in terms of balancing, and I don't think he needs to be touched for the rest of the Tekken duration. I don't think Kazuya needs to be touched for the rest of Tekken 8. Literally, up until Tekken 9, Kazuya is perfectly fine as is. Just nerf down 1+2 and make it -15 if we're going to be nerfing Jin's down 2. That's my only opinion on Kazuya. Everything else, for him, it can stay. It can stay the same. Kazuya, to me, he's balanced. He's as balanced as he's ever been. He's the strongest he's ever been, but he's also the most balanced he's ever been. Perfectly fine with him. Again, just nerf down 1+2. Jin, yo, you need to fix that man. Why does he have hop kick, can, samsara, 13 frame so wait. Let me go back. He has 15 frame can, 15 frame hop kick, 14 frame high crushing samsara. I don't care if the fact that, oh, you need to go into stance, right? 14 frame high crushing samsara, 13 frame electric when he's in stance. I forgot what the stance is when he has like the red eyes. When he's in stance, he has a mid electric, and 14 frame safe while rising 2. And what else? What else does he have? I think that's it. Yeah, those are like the launches that he has. Why does he have 5 separate launches? Like, why? Why does Jin have 5 separate launches? And don't let me even get into the fucking counter hits. Fucking forward 4 range. Forward 4's keep out range is actually disgusting. Let's see, Kazuya's not fuck that tracking, but yeah, okay. Outside with Kazuya's tracking, everything else about him is balanced, right? With the tracking thing, again, it's nerf tracking overall rather than nerf this specific character. There are just certain moves that I can remember from a specific character that track way too much. But with the Kazuya situation, it's nerf tracking, not nerf Kazuya. In my opinion, at least. Brian has crazy tracking. Raven! Why does Raven's down forward 1 track both sides? It tracks both sides, and if he hits you with the down forward 1, he can guarantee a clone afterwards on hit. Like, oh, okay, I guess. Right? I don't care. The clone is -4. That's fucking bullshit. Right? I don't care. On block and on hits, he can bring in the clones. But his down forward 1 will track both sides. And then he also has that little 13 frame move that leaves him back turn. That's 13 frames and also tracks both sides. Like, oh brother, like fuck, man. So again, it's a tracking thing that needs to get nerfed overall, rather than nerf this one specific character. Although Jin just needs massive nerfs, in my opinion. Jin just needs to get he needs to get fondled in the next patch. Same thing with Yoshimitsu. And Dragunov too. Yeah, Sneak 4, which again, when they decided to nerf Sneak 4, right? What I didn't understand about the nerf to Sneak 4, right, was everybody complained that Sneak 4 hit it. Everybody complained that Sneak 4 hit grounded. That was the biggest complaint about Sneak 4. Was how powerful it was, how plus it left Dragunov, and then the fact that it hits grounded. They said, we're gonna leave the fact that it still hits grounded, but we're going to remove its wall splat. That's not what we asked for. Bitch, were you not listening? Go back, You can give Sneak 4 its wall splat back. I don't care. Give it back its wall splat. Remove its hitting grounded. Remove the fact that Sneak 4 will hit grounded. That's all. Because that is one of the most dangerous things about the move. One, it's he hits you with it, you're -8 on block and on hit. No, you're -8 on hit, and then you're -7 on block. What the fuck is this? Right, so you're -7 on hit and block. It launches in heat. It heat engages, does chip on block. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And it hits grounded? What am I supposed to do against that? Oh, just sidestep. Fuck no. Yeah, when I get comboed and I'm on the floor and then he hits me with Sneak 4, right? Yeah, just sidestep it. Sidestep it on the fucking floor. So, Sneak 4, remove the fact that it hits grounded. Return the fact that it hits, that it can wall splat. And that would be fine. Also, please, add more execution to Dragunov combos. This man is so fucking brain dead easy. The fact that that man can have a full combo from near every axis just carries Dragunovs. Like, no matter what axis he is. Oh, he's behind you, launch, gets a full combo out of it. But you have other characters, like Eddie, where the moment is slightly bit off axis, then a combo starts tweaking. There's some characters that have horrible off-axis combos, then you have Dragunov, who's just fucking broken. Also, here's another nerf that I think needs to be done to Sneak 4. After Sneak 4 has been performed, it should not put Dragunov in full crouch. It shouldn't. It should just be a regular sneak, right? It should just be a regular Sneak 4. Quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward, 4. Quarter circle forward, 4. It shouldn't put Dragunov in crouch stance. Reason being is because then he would have, the full crouch down forward 1 mix up removed. Because that's also one of the most annoying things about dealing with him. Because you'll eat Sneak 4 -7, right? You eat Sneak 4 -7 on block, and then now it's either, what is he gonna do to me? How does he want to molest me this time? Sneak 4 into heat smash? Sneak 4 into full crouch down forward 1-3? The low mid, which guarantees another sneak mix up. So he's just recycling the mix up again? Or is he going to hit me with the Sneak 4 down forward 2? There's so many options he has once he's in full crouch that I think remove full crouch after Sneak 4. Remove the fact that it hits grounded. Reinstate the fact that it wall splats. And then tweak its plus frames. Because it is way too plus. For a move as fast as it is, it's way too plus. I think it's like, what, 21 frames? 23? Or is it 24 frames? So just 1 frame faster, or 1 frame slower than Jin's down 2. And people are saying, Jin's down 2 is reactable. Right. Sneak 4? I don't know, bro. But that's the little tweaking I think Dragunov needs. So I could even go through every single character list. Every single character. And I can just give my opinion on what needs to get tweaked on. Tekken 8 characters. Right? If I had to talk to what needs to get buffed, nerfed for each character, let's start. Heihachi doesn't need any buffs or nerfs, in my opinion. Heihachi came out, thought to be broken. Shit. His damage in Warrior Instinct, holy shit. Warrior Instinct plus heat is so I would tone it down a very tiny bit to where he can still do a very impactful damage, because Heihachi's always been a type of character where he just rips into your HP if he gets the opportunity to. So, just a little tweak. There are some moves that could be added, like, outside of balancing. There are some moves from Tekken 7 that I feel could be added into this character, because I know they removed a lot with him. Well, with almost everyone in this game. They removed a lot for Heihachi. So you could get some moves back. As to what those moves are, I'd have to go through Heihachi's Tekken 7 list compared to Tekken 8 and then see what would benefit. I know there are Mishima specialists that have a lot of things in their wish list for Heihachi, as to like, oh, can we please have this move back, etc. Lydia, She's actually fine. As annoying as she is in heat, I think Lydia's in a okay spot right now. I genuinely do. I think she's in an okay spot. That said, this video by Low Tier God is understandable. Like, it is so relatable when Lydia's in heat, where he just...
No one wants to sit there and block this bitch all day. I didn't get opened up. I just literally got tired of blocking. I don't want to block against this bitch because after 2 fucking normals, the bitch should be pushed back enough to where she's not still in my face. I don't feel like blocking.
Which is true as fuck. I didn't get opened up. I literally just got tired of blocking. Like, that is so real. When Lydia is in heat, she's in your face, just plus frame into stance switcher to plus frame into stance switcher to unblockable high. And then you stand up and plus frames. I don't want to block this bitch all day. Alright? It gets annoying. Really. So, I can understand that one. But, again, that's only when she's in heat. One thing I would definitely remove, though. Her forward 2, when she has the emblems, when she has her install, why does her forward 2 break through hyper armors in general? Why does it crush power crushes? That's so stupid. Aside from that little problem I have there, I think she's fine. Right? Heat is only a once per round type of thing, so I'm not really mad that she has that. Eddie Gordo, I would say nerf his damage. Eddie does a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage. I complained about this on launch, when I first picked him up. Eddie does a lot of damage. His heat smash is like, what, the 3rd best heat smash in the game in terms of damage? Top 4. I think it's Jin King, Eddie, and Heihachi. I think. Not too sure. Don't quote me on that one. So, it's that. What I think needs to happen, and this is gonna be a buff that people will be like, never step in the kitchen ever again. Like what they're doing with Zafina's 2 stances. She has 2 stances, Tarantula, and I forgot the other one, the one that looks like a crab. Right? So she has 2 stances, and Xiaoyu has AOP. Both of those stances are mid-crushing. They crush a lot of mids. Negativa used to mid-crush. They nerfed it. Negativa used to mid-crush as well. So if I had to... This is like the unrealistic dream that I have for Eddie. Make Negativa mid-crushing again. Make Eddie great again. But that's just a joke. It would be nice if it happened, but that's just a joke. What I think needs to happen with Eddie, return his down forward 2 to counter hit launch. Right? Make it a counter hit launcher. Because it's his only safe launch outside up 1+2. Which is a high. Right? It was Eddie's only safe mid counter hit launch. Or his only safe mid launch. I don't want to hear, oh, what about quarter circle forward 3? It's 19 frame startup, minus 13 on block. So even Heihachi can launch it. He can launch it in Warrior Instinct. So I don't count it. Bring back his back 3 forward. Sidestep 4. Sidestep 4-3. And what else? Oh yeah, back 1. Back 1 on counter hit, which could do the guaranteed into 3+4. And then the 3+4 that, you know, the one that does the knockdown. They need to buff that one. Make it launch again. Or at least... Yeah, it was a 14 frame counter hit launch. Make it launch again. Because the fact that it staggers on block is already kind of... It's like, if it staggers on block, might as well make it launch. Fuck it. What else? What else do I think needs to get buffed from Eddie? Everything else is pretty... Okay. Oh, yeah. Return Eddie's Negativa 4-3. Oh, no. 2-3, I mean. Negativa 2-3 was also a really good move that they removed for an unnecessary reason. Because it was literally Negativa 2, quarter circle forward 3. And it was just 2 buttons. Great. And then 3-3-3 does not need to be a thing. Honestly, if you removed it, I wouldn't be mad. You can keep the first 2, the 3-3. Great, and then 3-3-3 afterwards, not necessary. The one that puts him into Negativa for the final 3-3. You can remove it. It's not necessary. It's really not necessary. You did not need to make him so easy that a monkey could pilot him. Although people could probably argue that Eddie was always that easy in all the other Tekken games. Oh yeah, also Negativa 1+2 needs to have a power. Well, I think would be nice if it had a power crush, because Negativa is the only stance that does not have a power crush, and a lot of stances in this game do have a form of power crush. For example, all the back turns in this game have a form of protection against them, to protect the character. I know Eddie can block while in Negativa, that's why they didn't give him the power crush, but it would be nice if 1+2 did have a power crush to it. Not necessary, but would be nice to have. Again, I'll probably make an entire video of moves that I wish would return, that Eddie had, that I wish you'd get back in Tekken 8. But that's just it. Nina, her tracking, and her offensive pressure. Nina is one of, if not the most oppressive character in the game, with her stance canceling and her fast attacks. Insanely fast frames. Yes, a lot of them are highs, but she has insanely fast frames. She has really good lows. You might disagree, but I think Nina has really good lows. But she has really good lows, insane tracking, great damage, great combo damage. I know she requires some execution, but they just need to tone down the oppressiveness of her, either by scaling down her damage or making her more minus on block for some of her attacks. Kazuya, I already talked about. All that needs to get reworked on him is his tracking. He has some moves that track way too easily or way too well. I think that's an overall thing that just needs to get tracking nerfed. Because what they did with the DLC characters, I think they did good. The tracking on Heihachi, great. Eddie, I don't know why I said Eddie. Lydia, great. Eddie, great. This is the example. The tracking on these characters, like for Eddie, Eddie has some inconsistent tracking where sometimes it's absolutely broken and then other times it's like, it's ass. Eddie needs to get tweaked upon. But still, Heihachi, Lydia, Eddie, these are the prime example of how tracking should be. Leroy as well, for some of his attacks. His low moves, again, that's just a low tracking thing. So yeah, that needs to get worked. Kazuya's down 1+2 needs to get nerfed. It needs to be launch punishable just like Jin's down 2. Right? Same startup frames, counter hit launch, insane tracking, really good on block. I think it's like what, +5 on hit? It's +5, +6 on hit, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's a really good low. One of Kazuya's best lows, except for like down back 4. But yeah, make it launch punishable if it's gonna be high. It's a high crushing low like that. Jin Kazama, there's so much you need to nerf for this man. Nerf his tracking for his 2-1, right? Nerf the tracking on 2-1. Actually, just nerf his tracking overall, right? For example, 2-1, 2-1-4, 1-2-3. Add more minus frames to his attacks because he is way too safe for the type of character that he is. His little evasive mid punch needs to also be -14 like every other mid punch in the fucking game. Or evasive attack, except for like Hwaring's homing one for some stupid reason. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to get reworked with this guy. Down 2 needs to be launch punishable, -15 on block. What else? What else? Yeah, I think it's just that. It's just his plus frames. His biggest problem is his plus frames and the amount of tools that he has. He has everything. Full grab game, amazing plus frames, or amazing safe moves, amazing tracking, 5 different launchers. Just, yeah, it's something else. Paul Phoenix, as much as I hate fighting against him, actually, no. Paul's perfectly fine, bro. Don't let Paul mains lie to you. Any Paul main that says that this thing needs to be buffed, how greedy. How greedy. This man does not need to be buffed. He doesn't need to be nerfed. I mean, I guess you could argue the nerf on his combos. His Death Fist, which, true to its name, rips for so much health. You could lose to like 1/4 of your health to 1 Death Fist. You could die to roughly 3 death fists in 1 round. So, but I guess that keeps the character unique. So he doesn't need buffs or nerfs. Keep him as is. Law is a secret top 5. No, he's a top 10 character. But where do you even start with this nigga? Slide into nunchucks should not be guaranteed. Same argument for Shaheen. We'll get to Shaheen later. That move, way too good. The delays that he has on his attacks should not be as delayable as they are. Like, this man can hold out strings for a minute waiting for you to press into him, and then you get counter hit launched. Him having a 10 frame counter hit launch, fine, alright, I guess. Also having an 11 frame counter hit launch, fine, I guess. And what else needs to get nerfed? I think it's just his delayed frames. His delayed frames and his plus frames. Take away Paul's hop kick. I think Paul's fine having a hop kick. They just need to remove the tracking on it. Because it's two kicks. And for some reason, I'll sidestep right. Because it's a sidestep right move. You sidestep right and you can still get clipped by the second kick. Doesn't make sense to me. You have to like entirely sidewalk it. King, nerf his damage. Quite literally. Nerf his damage. Nerf the tracking on his down 4-2-1. Actually, nerf his tracking in general. Like, what the fuck? He already has a wave dash. Why does he have tracking? Yeah, they gave him B-step in the last update. It's not my fault that King players are just too dumb to know how to learn how to wave dash. It's not my fault. Right? He has a wave dash to realign himself with his opponent. They just don't know how to use it. So, just nerf his damage. That power bomb that he does rips. It does way too much damage. Way too much. Right? 13 frame counter hit launch that has tracking to its right side and its left side. Yeah, King needs a lot of tracking nerfs and a lot of damage nerfs. Because he already has everything else he needs. Like, fuck, he has a 10 frame launch. No, not a 10 frame launch. He has a 10 frame grab with a 1+2 animation, but it has a 1 break. Oh, it's for the grab mix-up. Otherwise, everybody would just break out. Shut fuck off, bro. 70 damage at the wall. Giant Swing is busted. You either have to guess between Giant Swing or Instant Shining Wizard. Fuck that. Also, King's hop kick. Make it more minus. Make it more at least minus 14. Minus 13 hop kick. Fuck this man, bro. He does not need that shit. He does not need that shit. Let's see. I refuse. Paul can do it, but Eddie can't. Oh, you're talking about hop kicks? Yeah, shit. Might as well. Give Eddie a hop kick. Honestly, I'd need that. I need that. I need them to give Eddie a hop kick. I don't know what the input would be if it was up 4. Actually, we already have up 4, 3+4. Up 4. Oh, no, up 4 is his backflip. Up forward 4 is his tornado. No, it's not his tornado, it's his homing. Up 3+4. Up back, up, and up forward 3+4 is that little so they can make one of them. Like at least up forward 3+4 be a hop kick. And then maybe keep up 3+4 as a you know, that little 17 frame jump move that he has. Amen. Lars Alexanderson. Nerf his tracking. His tracking and den stance. What the fuck is that? What is that? He already has a homing move that is +5 on block. Right? Den 3, +5 on block. It's a homing move that he engages. He does not need to have the tracking that he has in Den 3. So nerf Lars' Den 3. Also, make Lars have more punishable lows. Why do 90% of Lars' lows why are they only -12? Why? Most of his lows, except for like the down bag 3 or the down bag 4 one, that's the only low that's staggerable and launch punishable on block. Every other low that he has is that's safe. As I wouldn't say safe, but like -11, -12 for most of his low. Why? Nah. Lars needs more punishable lows. Thank you. Cool. Jack 8? Jack 8 is in a normal spot. As much as I hate fighting him, he's perfectly balanced. I don't think I don't think anything needs to get buffed or nerfed on him except for tracking, but again, I'll keep saying this, tracking overall needs to get nerfed. Certain strings should not track the way they do. Jin Kazama, a lot of people complain about her. Can should not have the pushback that it does. The fact that Jin can into can, and that's an actual tech that Jins do all the way up to God of Destruction, shows you that that move, that stupid plus -6 move, is not minus enough. It's not minus enough. That shit needs to get fucking nerfed. Oh, it's her only good move, and it's a counter hit launch. Actually, another nerf that needs to happen to Can. Allow me to low parry it, please. Make Can low parryable. That is a change I will fight for. Make Can low parryable. Ling Zhaoyu, fix her fucking hitboxes. That's it. Leroy Smith, fix his combos. Fix his hitboxes as well. So nerf, yeah, fix her hitboxes. Fix his hitboxes, because again, nobody drops combos more than Leroy mains. I will stand on this till the day I die. Leroy's will drop combos so often just because an enemy will be like a testicle inch to the left, and then all of a sudden everything's off axis. That's the only thing that needs to get fixed for him. That's literally it. I know there are some Leroy mains like Dusty L that say give Leroy back his forward 1+2 from Tekken 7. Cause that was a really good move that they removed, which, okay, fair enough. Asuka. I think she's in a safe spot. As annoying as she is, I think she's okay. I think she's okay. Maybe a few tracking nerfs here and there, but overall, I think Asuka's okay. That little, you know that move where she goes up like, and then she like 1-inch punches you, kind of like Leroy. I think maybe that could also. Does that even need a nerf? Maybe at least -10. Instead of it being safe on block, maybe -10 would be okay for it. Because every other move like that, such as Leroy and Law's one, is punishable by like -10. So Asuka could, but I guess, oh, it's integral to her character. Oh, it's like part of her character. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's a move that I would like to see changed, but I don't know how I'd like to see it change. Lily, the best sidestep in the game. Holy shit. She has some of the best sidesteps in the game. Some of the best evasion in the game. I don't even know how you go about nerfing this character. She's a secret top 10. Top 15. She's a top 50. I would say Lily's a top 15 character. But it's like, I don't know how you'd go about nerfing her. It's so tough with this one. I don't know how you'd go about nerfing her. I really don't. Hwoarang, remove him from the game. Severely nerf his tracking, one. Or just remove him from the game. Right? His blender should not be as plus as it is on block. That stupid blender is carrying Hwoarangs. It's carrying a lot of them. Oh yeah, but once you know how to deal with the blender, everything against that character is easy. Not really. Not really. Do you know how much he sidesteps with that evasive punch? Oh yeah, but it's only -14. Yeah, that's why they'll always do like a safe string immediately into that move. Oh, you can bait it out. Bro, I've seen pro Hwoarang players versus pro Hwoarang players, and they still struggle with him. Even so many Hwoarang players will struggle to fight against Hwoarang. He's that much of a problem. There's a lot that needs to get, I wouldn't say a lot. I think it's just a blender that needs to get tweaked. It's way too, Hwoarang has way too many plus frames. And also that one string that he has in the middle of the blender where he has a guaranteed grab on block. Like you can't duck it. He'll string in the middle of one of those strings, you're -12. Into a guaranteed 1+2 grab. Yes, now you know it's 1+2, you can break out of it. He shouldn't be able to do that in the middle of a blender. Like, oh my god, I'm being brigaded with a bunch of lows that force highs and mix. Oh, eat this grab. Plus, throw, plus. That blender needs to get nerfed. Claudio, He's such a bland character. I don't even know if there's something that you need to buff or nerf for this character. What do you even need to tweak with this man? Wall running 2? Sure, wall running 2 needs a nerf. Needs a damage nerf. Everything else is fine with this man. And he's so annoying to go up against, but like everything with Claudio feels okay. Brian, that charge, I swear, that little kick move that he does, where he kick and then charge punches you. If it knocks you into the wall, it's a launch. If you let it hit you, it's a launch. The fuck do you want me to do? Like, bruh. Also, nerf is tracking. He has a lot of moves that track when they're not supposed to. Raven, overall, nerf is tracking. Yeah. Raven just needs a nerf. He needs a tracking nerf. Let's see. Also, I was low-key going to say also, make his golden clones -4 instead of -3. Oh, you're gutting the character. Yeah. Have you seen the mix-ups that this man puts you in heat? All you have to do is just block it while you eat like an infinite amount of chip. Also, the fact that he has a fucking launching slide. So stupid. Azucena. She's fine. I think Azucena's fine. She's not strong or weak. Fang? I know there's a lot of people that will say Fang is he's like top 10. How do you even go about nerfing this character? I'm curious. His Heat Smash! Him and Jin! These two get away with fucking murder. They hit you with their heat. Yeah, King as well. King's Heat Smash shouldn't hit grounded. But this Heat Smash, and this one, that are able to wall splat you from range 4? No. Wall break and wall splat from range 4 needs to get that shit removed. Gone. Right? At least nerf the pushback. That's it. Just nerf the pushback and you're fine. Yoshimitsu, nerf his damage, nerf his wall carry, nerf spin because nerfing spin clearly didn't do shit to that character. Nerf his wall carry, nerf his damage, nerf his Oki, nerf his spin, nerf flash. Nerf his healing. The fact that he can heal from combos. Yeah, nerf his healing. And what else? Nerf his plus frames or his safe moves. He has way too many safe moves for the bullshit that he can get away with. It doesn't even... Fighting Yoshimitsu does not give the illusion of risk versus reward. It does not. Yoshimitsu rarely gives away risk versus reward. Because what he'll do is he'll throw out risk and then spin out of it to avoid that punishment. Right? So he'll throw risk with no actual risk. Or he'll throw out risk and then flash afterwards. So it's risk with no risk. Steve Fox, I hear a lot of people saying Steve Fox needs to be buffed. Not too sure how, so I'm not really gonna speak on Steve. Leo's fine. I don't think Leo needs to get buffed or nerfed. Sergey Dragunov, bring back Sneak 4 wall splat, but remove the ability to hit grounded. Remove Sneak 4's ability to hit grounded. Down 2's damage nerf is kind of... I think the biggest thing in his toolkit... Okay, nerf his plus frames. Because he has way too many plus frames. Nerf his tracking. And then Sneak 4 needs... Remove hit grounded. Allow wall splats. Remove the... Or at least minus... Make it at least like -5 instead of -7 on block and -8 on hit, right? What else? What else about this character needs to be Oh yeah, remove the fact that Sneak 4 will leave Dragunov in full crouch, so that full crouch down forward 1 stance or the sneak stance is no longer like a threat. Kuma, his tracking. Kuma's tracking is really good. His damage is fine. He's a bear. Makes sense. And yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just his tracking, and that's all. Oh, is Kuma? A lot of people put Kuma in the top 5 spot because of his damage. And then when he's in heat, and he goes perfect electric, perfect electric, perfect electric, heat smash. So at least only allow him to do 2 into heat smash instead of 3, and that'll be fine. Because that's just like chip damage, chip damage, chip damage, heat smash, chip damage. It's like, okay, now force gets the 50-50 afterwards. So yeah, aside from that, whatever. Shaheen, he needs more weaknesses. He feels like a character with none. Like, for example, the fact that he has slide into guaranteed pancake flip, needs a lot of work for a character as strong as he is. A lot of people put him in top 10 for a good reason. He's above Paul. I mean, not above Paul. He's above Lee. He's a better Lee. Literally, that's what he is. He's just a better Lee. So he needs a lot of tweaking in that regard. His tracking also needs some work. And notice how often I'm saying tracking, because we need a massive tracking nerf. Panda, same issues as Kuma. Zafina, allow her to get hit by more mids while she's in the crab stance and the tarantula stance. Yeah, she needs to get hit by more mids. Because if you're going to say, oh, it's part of a character, keep that same energy for Eddie. I beg of you. Keep that exact same energy for Eddie. If you're going to say, oh, it's part of a character for her to be evading some mids, keep that energy for when Eddie Negativa was able to duck mids. Keep that same energy. If you're not going to keep that energy, I don't want to hear you speak. Shut the fuck up. Because Zafina also has a crazy 50-50. Right? Where she has a lot of animations that look the same. Oh, an animation while she's in that little one-legged stance that looks like she's about to go low. But no, it's actually a mid that just does knockdown. Or she's going to hit you with those stupid long lows. Those stupid dangerous lows as well. So, yeah, again. Whenever somebody is going to say, oh, a certain aspect is integral to a character's identity, I want you to keep that same energy for Eddie. Because they fucking neutered his character identity. They destroyed what he used to be. In my opinion, at least. So if you're gonna have that energy for Zafina and Zhao Yu, keep it for Eddie. That's it. Anyways. Speaking of which, where is Zhao Yu? Alright, we already talked about AOP. We already talked about her AOP and shit. Also, remove the fact that her 1+2 grab has homing. Why does her 1+2 grab have homing from back turn? That was not a necessary buff. And it's what's worse, it's the launching grab. The launching grab has homing from back turn. Remove that. I don't know why they decided to give that to her. Take that away. Anyways. Li Chaolon. Perfectly balanced. All they need to do is just buff his heat. His heat is so useless. Everybody can agree. One, his heat smash is the worst damage in the entire fucking game. And there's nothing to do with Lee and heat. Oh yeah, I get just frames. But what if you're a Lee that already has just frames? That already knows how to just frame every attack? Then what's the fucking point of being in heat with this man? It's all there just for combo extension. So, give Lee's more reason to be in heat. Alyssa Boskonovich, her slide needs to be low parryable. I don't know. Oh, it's like, oh, her slide is aerial. So you can't low parry her slide. Her movement is annoying, but it's integral to the character. So fine, we'll leave it. We'll leave it if it's integral to the character. Chainsaws need to be less plus on block. And certain moves just need to have less tracking. I'd have to go through the move list to remember exactly what the inputs are for the moves. Devil Jin, a lot of people say he needs buffs. A lot of people say he's perfectly fine as he is. I'm in the ballpark to say that Devil Jin is fine as is. Doesn't really need any tweaking. He is okay. The only reason why he looks weak now is because now he's compared to a broken cast. They balanced him, but now he's compared to a broken cast, so now he looks shit. But even in the casual play, he's still really good. Launching Hell Sweep. Like, what the fuck? Victor Chevalier. Nerf the chip damage on his EI stance. Or is it Lie or is it EI? I always read it as EI, as IAI. Anyways, nerf the damage on Victor's, or not the damage. Nerf the chip on Victor's EI down 2. His down back 2 tracking needs to get a severe nerf. What the fuck is that? And I think that's it. Those are Victor's best moves. EI down 2. Down back 4. Or down back 3. The little counter hit low. And while running 2. And what else? That's pretty much it, actually. That's pretty much it. Victor does, he's already kind of, in my opinion, at least. Some people put him in top 10. I don't. To me, Victor's kind of a shit character. I'm not vouching for him. But, yeah, I think those are the only things that need nerfs. Also, I will say one buff that he needs is, why does Victor's EI and his expulsion get hit by lows? He's airborne. Why can some lows hit Victor out of expulsion? That's kind of weird. I think they need to remove that. They need to buff the hitbox of his expulsion to make it more realistic. Reina, I don't even know what needs to get touched with Reina. I think Reina's in an okay spot. Although some people would very much disagree because of 112 into stance, 442 into stance. It's annoying to deal with, sure, but maybe I just need to, with Reina, I will very much openly admit that I just need to fight more of her to give a solid opinion. Because if I go to my Weiwu, the amount of Reinas that I fight is just, I don't know. I run into that many Reinas anymore. So I can't really give my, too much of an opinion on that one. But yeah, that's my opinion for right now. That's my opinion for almost every character in the game. What they need and what they don't need. As you've noticed, overall, I think it's a massive tracking nerf. Every character, like, I'm happy that they decided to buff sidestepping. Nerf tracking. Nerf the overall tracking in this game. There are way too many clips that you'll find online, in the Tekken subreddits, in TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, of characters that are tracking, hitting you with moves that aren't supposed to be hitting, and then you get these stupid gluzzers, the fucking cock munchers of Bandai Namco that will make the excuse, oh, you expanded your hitbox, oh, you should have waited for the string to end. Stop it. Stop it. No. Moves should not be tracking, right? When I see Heihachi doing his little health sweep, right, his triple health sweep, and I sidewalk behind him, and I try to punish him, I should not be getting knocked down from behind this man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of getting hit by moves from behind, and like shitty moves like that, Dragunov's Heat Smash. It's another thing that needs to get nerfed. Whenever Dragunov does his Heat Smash on whiff, he turns into pre-nerf Azucena. Remember how we used to complain about Azucena's while running 2 when it whiffed? And she would just travel from North Pole to Antarctica? This is Dragunov every single time he whiffs his fucking Heat Smash. Nerf this shit. Nerf this fucking shit. Because it's the same. It's the same. Speaking of Heat Smashes as well, Paul's Heat Smash, glorified Demolition Man, does not need to be minus 12 on block. And when I say minus 12, it's not even the type of minus 12 that, oh, you grab him out of it, right? As if it's a power crush. So it's a guaranteed grab afterwards. No, it's not like that. Or like after a Rage Art, when you block a Rage Art, and then it's guaranteed. No, it's not like that. It's just a 12 frame. It does not need to be minus 12 on block. Nerf Paul's Heat Smash. Stupid. I'll kick your ass. It's so stupid. Okay? All low Heat Smashes need to be at least, at the bare minimum, minus 14. At the bare minimum, minus 14. And then you can maybe have minus 15, like Victor. Lily's an exception, apparently. I guess. Lily's an exception with hers being minus 9. Sure. And then Zhao Yu. Speaking of Zhao, bro, when Zhao Yu hits you with that one Heat Smash that leaves you standing and forces another mix-up, what the fuck, man? I'm constantly eating 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Hits me with the Heat Smash on hit and on block. I'm still forced to guess another 50, 50. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nerf that shit. Nerf that shit. Xiaoyu in Heat is one of the most annoying, if not broken characters in the fucking game. Not to mention, every single time you guys are like range 4+, she starts twirling around the stage like a fucking schizophrenic. Yo, that shit needs to get worked on. That shit definitely needs to get worked on. Same thing with Brian. When Brian does his Heat Smash, it tries its absolute hardest. And you can tell it tries its absolute hardest to realign with you while he's airborne. That should not be a thing. Once he's airborne, why is his body turning like that? Same thing with Leroy. And I love Leroy, right? When Leroy does his Heat Smash, he's like, I'm not holding back. And then he starts doing the little Wing Chun shits, right? And he's moving forward. But if you sidestep him or you sidewalk him, he'll be moving forward, but his body is slowly rotating while moving in this direction. Like, what kind of tracking? Do you know how many people I've clipped because of that bullshit? Where I'll do my Heat Smash, I'll whiff the first hit, they start sidewalking, and then Leroy's body will turn and it will clip them while they're walking. It's stupid. So dumb. So dumb. So dumb. So dumb. So, I'm trying to think of another Heat Smash that's that good. Yoshimitsu's. It's damn near impossible. You need to have such a strong read on this man's Heat Smash that it is damn near impossible, him and Steve, damn near impossible to sidestep these two Heat Smashes. Almost, like, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. So difficult. Same thing with the bear. You can't step the bear's Heat Smash. You can't. So, nerf the tracking, nerf the tracking, nerf the tracking, nerf the tracking. Nerf the whatever the fuck this is. Nerf the tracking. Eddie's as well. Actually, yeah, I'm not even gonna forget. I'm not even gonna front it. Eddie's Heat Smash also has some weird tracking, bro. You sidestep this man and he'll still clip you. That's some weird shit. Again, Eddie's one of those instances of like weird Heat Smash. Weird hitboxes, where sometimes it's insanely amazing tracking and then sometimes it's insanely shit. So, yeah. Needs to get worked on. Walls, the wall splat that this man gives you after his Heat Smash. -21. I think it's -21 or -24. If he hits you with a Heat Smash at the wall. So fucking stupid. But yeah, that's my opinion on everything that I think needs to get changed moving forward when it comes to Tekken 8. Again, as you've noticed, overall, it's a track. I've been asking for an overall tracking nerf. Moves should not be hitting me when I'm sidestepping them. It's a fucking 3D game. Okay? Let me use the 3D. Especially because a lot of people are saying universally that backdashes have been nerfed. I've noticed it. Eddie has one of the best backdashes in the game, so I don't really notice it that significantly when using him specifically. But overall, yeah, that's my opinion. That's my opinion on every character that needs to get touched. For better or for worse. And again, I've called out most people getting nerfed because I don't think people need to get brought up. I think a lot of people need to get brought down. We need to stop buffing people so that every character in the game is S tier. It's perfectly fine for every character in the game to be B tier. That's my opinion, at least. But yeah, that's it with my opinion on Tekken 8. No, I don't really, yeah. Don't talk to me about Tekken. Goes on the Tekken ranked. Alright, man. You've seen my games and I get clipped by lows. I'll also say expulsion at the walls. Also something that needs to get worked on. Yeah, Victor's expulsion at the wall is kind of strange. Because sometimes if he'll do it, he'll end up behind the opponent. By mistake. So that's also something that I think needs to get worked on. I love Eddie's Heat Smash. I also love it because of the damage it does. But like, I'm not gonna act like the tracking on it is not stupid. Especially if it forces a mix-up immediately afterwards. And it's kind of like, okay, what the fuck is this? Right, I tried to step, and now I'm cooked. So the next time you're gonna play is when the new battle pass comes out. Yes, in 9 days, around there. Yes, that's the next time I'm going to re-download Tekken, because this game has pissed me off way too much for me to keep playing. Like I can't. That game just makes me angry, so I can't.